My day job is I'm the Jet Propulsion Lab historian. JPL is a NASA center run by Caltech. We do planetary exploration, and also about a third of our budget is for Earth sciences. What do I do there? Well, I write history of planetary science. My next book will be a history of robotic Mars exploration, mostly aimed at engineering questions. How do engineers develop things, design things, build things, test things to be sent to other planets? And secondarily, what role does science play in guiding what the engineers do? Scientists, in terms of Mars anyway, over the last 20 years have formulated a strategy of looking for habitable environments. They're, some of them anyway, rather frantic to find out whether life evolved on Mars or indeed anywhere else in the solar system. This is a whole subfield called astrobiology that I think Josh already mentioned. And I find all that fascinating. And as I said, I'm interested in the whole idea of how engineers work, what do they do, and so on. Well, why do I do it? As a historian of technology, I'm aware that we live in a highly technological age, and one that would have been inconceivable to our predecessors. When Jules Verne wrote From the Earth to the Moon in the 1860s, the ability to communicate across distances almost didn't exist. The only possibility was the telegraph that had wires. When he shot his people out of the cannon to the moon, he had to get them back in order to get their findings. They had to come back with their notebooks so other people could read them. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do it because physicists determine some fundamental properties about the universe. Engineers turn them into technologies that allow us to send machines to other planets to send us this data back with pretty much no risk to us. And yet I'm surrounded, as some of the other panelists have talked about in my daily life outside of JPL, who seem to reject even the most basic tenets of that knowledge that's evolved over the last couple of hundred years. And I find that fascinating as a scholar, and also something that lots of people should be interested in trying to understand. And I'm glad there are folks like you interested in also trying to bring those concepts, that knowledge, to the larger public that scholars like us often can't reach.